Welcome to the Yup channel. Um, part 4 of building a better bench. Your everyday powerlifter, your everyday person, Brent speaking. Um, with the Yup channel, um, building the bigger bench. If you watch all the different tutorials, videos, posts about bench press, one of the things that you'll see with people who have big benches is typically people who have big benches have big backs. That's just a gimme. I mean, um, they have big lats, they have a big upper back, and they're wide, typically wide back, thick, dense muscles in the back. So I would say anything as far as lat pull downs, um, like far as with lat pull downs, anything that works the upper back. You have um, rolls, different seated roll. You have the pin lay roll where you bent over and you pull it up. I'll have to show you this when I'm able to get back into the gym. Right now I don't have a home gym, and since I don't have a home gym, I can't really show you anything. Um, I just have my weight vest and my calisthenic movements that I do. And right now, this week, I didn't do any weightlifting. I just did mostly cardio. And probably next week, I'll probably get back into doing some type of calisthenics and maybe some training. I'm actually going to probably order me a few things, and you'll have to see that series down the road when I actually start doing my research. And I've been doing my research on buying a nice bench press and a nice power rack. Um, might I might go and get both, or I might just get one or the other. But stay tuned for that. I'm not in a rush. Uh, Trying to pay off some more debt. But anyway, make a long story short, you come for the bench press. What you seen earlier in this video is me deadlifting. This was like these were my working sets. I can deadlift more than 500. I'm sure of that. And this was a very fatigued week, working towards my last heavy. This was my last heavy set before this week. Before, prior to the coronavirus, this current week that I'm in would have been my last heavy week. So Thursday would probably be my last heavy day of lifting, and I would have probably rested and prepared myself for the meet. All that without the coronavirus and everything that transpired with that, and everything's derailed, postponed, blah blah blah. You know the story. But anyway, building a better bench back is essential to building a better bench, a bigger, stronger bench. And when I say a better bench, you just don't want to be, you don't want to have a bench press that's not consistent. You're not consistently able to hit the numbers. Yeah, if you go in there on a perfect day and everything, the stars aligning and You go in there for whatever you're grooving good. You can hit a big number that day. Maybe you bench press. You bench press 375 or 380, or maybe you hit 400 or whatever that particular day. If you got a pretty good bench press, you got a good bench press. But you want to consistently. You want to be able to come in one day and you hit that, and then the next week you come in and you can't move 350 or 360, and you're all over the place. You're not stable. You want to constantly be improving on the bench press. You constantly want to be able to, you everything. As soon as you get on you're in the right position. Your feet are in the position where you want them to be. Your feet are not all over the place. There's a consistency. There's certain things in the bench press that you don't ever want to be inconsistent on. You don't ever want to be inconsistent on putting the weight, flaring your shoulders. You got your shoulders out wide. You don't ever want to do that. You don't ever want to be you don't ever want to be inconsistent on as far as how your back is. You don't ever want to have a completely flat back on the bench. You want to be able to have some type of arch, whether it's a big arch or a small arch. You want some. And I'm not going to get into that about a really, really huge, because some arches are so big that they might not be able to, you may be able to do that forever. And when you bench press, you know, you want to be able to consistently bench, and you want to be able to do it over and over again without injuring yourself. That is the whole idea of strength training. What's the use of going there pumping up a bunch of weight, and then you blow your body up, you hurt yourself, you can't do it, you're immobile. Yeah, man, I bench 400, but now I can't bench 200. I mean, I don't know about you, man. I still want to be able to bench press big numbers. I still want to be able to bench press 350, 375, 400 pounds. You know, as long as I can, as long as my body allows me. Age does have its limitations, but I want to be able to bench press as long as I can, and be able to slowly maybe start. My body won't be able to handle heavy weight and lots of reps and sets forever. Age gracefully, not rapidly. But anyway, bench press, deadlift. I believe that if you deadlift heavy and you deadlift consistently heavy, and your deadlift is great and your form of your deadlift is good, I believe a lot of the strength that you use in your deadlift is transferable to your bench press once you get the setup right. Once you have the muscle groups engaged, and if you have a great, strong, thick back, that will transfer over to a better bench press, because you want a strong base to push off of. When you're set down and you got your hands and you got your wrist, and you're trying, like you're bending the bar, and you start turning that hand in. And when I bench press, typically, my lats aren't really flared, but I got my shoulders locked in. And I know I got my shoulders locked in, and everything is tight. Chest is tight, back is tight, everything's tight. And I pull that weight down and I press it. And I'm pressing it typically in a straight line. I know people say you press it back over your head. I don't know about that. I would say pressing it back in a straight line. That's what I do. Because I come back down here and I hit it right below, right here at my sternum level, and I'm pressing it back up. And I'm typically in a straight line. And when I bench press consistently, I do bring my hands in. And some people say, you want to bring your hands out wide, or you want to bring your hands in. That's debatable, because everybody knows what they're weak and they're strong at, and what feels good for them may not feel good for you. Some people bench press really wide, and some people bench press more narrow. Some people are more tricep dominant. Some people are more far as chest dominant, far as I didn't lost the thought of them as pec dominant in the bench press. So it's all about knowing who you are, knowing where your strengths are, doing your programming, and knowing that even in your programming, it's not set in stone. watch my deadlift, and you see that a lot of the movements in the deadlift, as far as strength, the deadlift, as I said in my earlier video, the best measurement of strength is the deadlift, no doubt. It's probably the best overall gauge of overall power and strength. So if you want to gauge, be able to develop more strength and more power, which is transferable to your bench press, you you when you do the deadlift, or if you don't do deadlift, some type of back exercise where pendulum rows, seated rows, upright rows, lat pull downs, uh, weighted pull ups, the bigger, stronger, thicker back, bigger, stronger, better bench. And that's all I really want to say. The deadlift will help you be able to build a stronger, better bench. And if anybody wants to debate that, I'm not in the debating business. I don't get paid to debate, but I will help you as much as I can as far as information and relaying information on you and sending you messages that be able to show you that to be the case. But anyway, this is your everyday powerlifter, your everyday person, Brent speaking. I hope to be able to send you better quality videos and more gym related videos in the future once I can get back into the gym. But until then, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Your everyday powerlifter. Stay safe out there. Signing off. Bye.